Am I the asshole for leaving my boyfriend behind and going on a trip with our friends? I've been with my boyfriend, Paul, for 3 years, and we've been living together for 6 months. Paul has serious problems with forgetting important documents, and after the fourth time he did this, I became responsible for carrying our documents in my purse. According to him, all documents have a digital version, and that is enough. Not all are digital though, like your passport, and not all places accept the digital form. But he is stubborn and maintains this position. I don't mind being responsible for the documents, and most of the time, I have them in my purse. That is until one day, about 2 months ago, he called me asking about his identity because he needed it for something and they didn't accept the digital version. I was at work and I informed him that I had it with me. He gave me a huge scolding, saying that their documents should be at home and told me to stop, quote, holding his documents. I handed his documents over to him and said that I would no longer be responsible for this or warn him about it because I was doing a favor for someone I love who is a capable adult. He's 27. So, the situation. We and our friends decided to travel to another country for New Year's from the 27th of December to the 3rd of January, and a passport is needed as is on another continent. We would go to the capital where we would stay at our friend's house until our flight time. Our city is 2 hours away. We decided to go to the airport 4 hours before and visit the VIP room, and I went to check all my documents. Paul was on my side, and when he saw only one passport, he asked about his, and I said, "You have it." He panicked, saying he thought that I had taken the passports as usual, and he left it at home. He decided to run home and come back. He asked me to go with him, but I didn't want to spend 4 hours in the car. He went to get his passport, and I went with my friends to the airport. In short, he didn't arrive on time, and I decided I wouldn't miss my trip because of him. I turned off my cell phone, and I made my 12-hour flight.
Ooh.
When I arrived, several messages from him saying that he couldn't believe that I had gone on the trip without him, and that I had done it as a form of revenge because of his scolding. The flights are all booked up or too expensive, so he probably won't come. He's still accusing me of leaving him behind after purposely not remembering something I know he struggles with. My friends are on my side, but I feel doubtful. So, am I the asshole?
Yeah, I think so.
Is that petty or is that justified?
I think this is petty.
You don't think that's justified?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. I feel like, okay, in terms of like picking up passports, like, I don't know. I feel like ours are together.
Yeah, we keep ours together.
Okay, yes, I need to know, where are they in their home? Are they separate? Because if they're together,
They were separate. She says she kept them together, but after he scolded her,
okay,
she separated them. She gave them to him, and he did whatever the hell he wanted with them.
okay. I just feel like she kind of knew what she was doing. I feel like, okay, when she went to go pick up her own passport, in her mind, she knew my boyfriend's not going to pick us up.
Right?
Like, she had to have known, like, I don't know. I just feel like it was being petty of her. Like, I think this was intentional.
Wouldn't you check before you left? It's like,
There's no way she got her passport and, like, totally forgot about his.
no, she would have had that in her brain. She would have been thinking, he's probably not going to bring his passport.
Yes, exactly. That's why I think it's petty.
Yeah.
If she did forget, truly, honestly, then fine, justified.
But I feel like she's not the kind of person who would forget.
We know
like
her.
She was waiting.
We're besties with her.
I feel like she was waiting for it to get thrown back in his face.
I think so. I think this was like an aha moment. Like, I told you so.
She wanted to be I told you so person. But like my question is like, why be in that relationship? Why would you do that to your partner? Like, you know that they have a shortcoming of their documents, and you go this whole trip, a 12-hour flight.
12-hour flight.
This whole plan and stuff, and you were okay with them not having their passport and getting fucked. You were okay with that. I feel like you're the smart person. Like, if you just made an honest, like, it's not my responsibility, I don't even think about it anymore. Okay, you could probably be annoyed at him that he made you go on a trip by yourself. But I'm having a feeling that she was aware that he didn't have his passport on him.
Yeah, I feel like we're on the wrong side of things this entire episode. I think a lot of people are going to disagree with us because we're on the wrong side of all of the freaking
Apparently
votes here.
Yeah, this one's voted not the asshole.
Yeah.
Top comment, not the asshole. He wanted his document back. You gave him his documents back. He forgot his documents. Like, I get that.
Yes.
But like,
I just still think that this was intentional on her
it
side.
seems like this is not a healthy relationship, because a healthy relationship would not let their partner leave their passport behind. I would make sure before we're exiting the door that you have your passport on you. If you are a chronically passport forgetting person for our trips, either I love you enough and I accept you for as you are and we move on forward together,
Yes.
or this is not the relationship for me.
I don't know if I would go that far.
But I feel like if you're in a loving, healthy relationship, like, you help with your strengths and your partner's weaknesses. That is clearly one of her weaknesses.
His.
But at the same time, he was an asshole about it and he scolded her. And this is an
I
I told
know.
you so moment. So I don't know, man. I'm conflicted on this
I
one.
feel like if there was less consequences,
Right?
like, yes, that's fine. Like, you could have done that. But, like, I mean, if the consequence was only that he had to go back 4 hours and drive 4 hours, but he didn't miss his flight, that's fine. I think that's justified. But you made, like, he missed his flight. A 12-hour flight, you didn't fly together, like.
So what should she have done? Option A, she brings his passport. She gets his passport when they're ready to leave. And she waits until he asks her, hey, do you have the passports?
And then pretend she doesn't.
Or, I don't know. B, she knows she doesn't have the passport and she checks her time and she asks him, hey, when she knows she has enough time to drive back and forth and still make it, hey, do you have your passport? And then boom, he's got to drive back. That's a lesson learned for him there.
Yeah.
Or C, she just brings the passport and then when he panics about it, she's like, no, I have it or something. I don't know. Is that the same as A? Are C and A the same? I don't know what I said.
You kind of lost me.
What's the right thing for her to do?
I feel like, okay, yes, I would probably be a little bit annoyed and fed up too. Like, if you're constantly forgetting and you, like, got mad at me for, like, holding your stuff.
Maybe she could use this as a moment of, like, hey, do you have my passport? And you could be like, no, let him panic, and then be like, yes. But do you see how you felt there? That's how I felt when you scolded at me for having them, when this is the exact reason for why I have them, because you pull shit like this. And if he doesn't react in a sincere, apologetic way, that is telling about your relationship. And is that somebody you want to be with going into the future?
And you could still have your I told you so moment.
You would definitely get your I told you so moment, because you got to let the panic sink in that he's like, he's got to drive back.
I think at most all she should have done was, like, let him go 4 hours driving. But, like, the flight, like, he literally missed his flight. And she couldn't control that. But still, like,
she would have known before they left the apartment. If she's the person who always has the documents, she would have known when they left the apartment that he didn't get it.
We're assuming so, but I'm leaning towards that. Yeah, I think this is petty AF.
I think so. Slightly justified, but not enough.
Yeah.
Consequences are too large on this one.
Yeah.
Plus, is that really a relationship that you want to be in if you're okay to go on the trip without him?
I know.
She's okay to go on the trip without him because there's friends. They're going with friends.
Yeah, but
it wasn't the both of them. It wasn't just the two of them. But is that really the relationship that you want to be a part of?
Yeah.
Questions.
All right.
Back to you.